picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this when Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bowie. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to take it outside. It's Welch. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Running inside, it's Welch. There he goes. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Got 8 on first down. Keep it on the ground. They were all over it.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to second and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it. But they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Lewis to throw for it on 4. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Handoff again. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Phillips. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't. They're so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Look out! I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
and he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive, enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Bought a little time, lets it go. Lucky to get it off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're all over him. Finds his target down the middle. Turns it on in midfield. Gashes the heart of the knee. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffs. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Back's got it on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Got a little space. Quick spin on the line. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. Push is ahead. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Still looking. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Driven back.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Extending the play. He'll throw it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Floats it out in space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now early in this football game that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing, Lewis. Out wide right, it's Bellamy. Bust through behind his pad. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quick give. It's Clinton. Sees some running room. Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Spins away from the defense. He's got enough. Look out to the right. Running inside the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Cougars! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you put some stats up, get a bunch of touchdowns, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, man, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Caught. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And how about the lefty? He's got to buy some time and scrambles outside the pocket to the right and does a really good job of, even though he's running, still stays under control and makes a nice strike to his wide receiver.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense. You can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Snowed under by the defense.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires downfield. Left side is Phillips. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Here comes the heat. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Makes him talk to the hand. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Texas A&M Aggies.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Buffaloes have taken it inside the 20. Play fake, Lewis. Right side, it's Bellamy. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He's running free down the middle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Now this offense is back on the field. The run inside. It's Welsh. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's 4th down and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen.
Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field is this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Wide open downfield.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the ball is free on the pitch. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking left. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And it'll be down right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. So the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game to stop.
Breaks away on the left. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Flush to the left. He'll pull it down. And the 45 on his way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
They've got the defense. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. He'll toss it. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out, and no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are hype.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Might as well run him again. Plows through the defense. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
Pulls it on the option. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Throwing. Lewis. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lewis on the play action. Still looking to his right. Breaks into the open. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Buffs. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to be.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could right now.
38, BYU, 17.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think
looking for a big play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were fit.
Going long. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Goes high to pull it in. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has him threatening from inside the 10. Just keep slinging it. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He now has 80 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. 3rd and long. A lot of ground to cover. And they'll take a knee. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hits the open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He uncorks one deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And a few anxious moments. It's loose. That's the way defenses love to finish off a game. Force a turnover, leave no doubt, take away all hope, and they're going to get the W. One more play to pad the stats. Making the adjustment. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's